Hello, today I'm going to show you how I made my RimWorld mod. It allows you to play the game RimWorld on the computer. Let me pull it up real quick. Alright, so let's take Jess here and go to the computer and we'll play video game and play RimWorld. So we'll go over how to add this interaction, how to add the screenshots so you can actually see them playing. Fun fact, this screenshot is from a save me and two of my friends had. We got all wiped out in a giant raid. it was rough. Anyways, we'll also make sure that it increases your fun if you have that need at the moment. Overall, it's not too bad. Let's get started. Alright, so to start, you're going to want to go over to mods. I have all my mods right here, including my RimWorld mod. I can update it easily at any point, which is pretty nice. We're going to create a new mod, and we're going to do one based off of the game Paralives mod. So that we can play, let's be consistent with it. Paralives game in game. Sure. Okay. So once that's in, you're going to want to hit show mod folder and explore. That will bring up this. Alright. Now we're going to want to create the animation sheet. For the RimWorld one, I have a PNG here. So we'll make a new PNG. I just use paint.net. You can really use anything you're comfortable with. So we're going to make our game be 8 frames. I pulled up my RimWorld one here as a reference. So this is kind of what we're going to be making here. So we want it to be a file size of 124 by 288. If you're using paint.net, which is completely free, you can use resize over here and put in the right size, 124, 288. I got this size by going off of what the other games on the computer use. So we're going to want to separate this into sections, or at least I do. It makes my workflow a little easier. So in the bottom left there you can see your size. So we're going to make it 256 by 144. And I like to fill it in a solid color. And then I'll copy that and I'll drag it into this corner. So they line up corner to corner, because it makes it look like this. And then I will select all of that, copy it, and paste it over here. Line it up corner to corner. And then I have my 8 frames. So these are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to go get our pictures. So I will be taking the pictures off of the Steam here. So we're going to use these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 photos. So this one, I'm just going to screenshot it. It doesn't need to be perfect. I'm going to leave out that little section there. Go back into Paint and paste it. Make sure we keep the canvas size. And then I'm just going to line it up so it fits within our bounding box. Like so. And it's alright if it's, blurry or squished or stretched a little bit. It's going to be on a little computer screen. No one's going to notice. And I'm just going to fast forward while I go through and do that a few more times. Alright, there we go. We have our 8 pictures here. So I'm going to save this. And then I am going to go to the folder that we made the mod in. This is the folder that we opened earlier. And I'm going to save it in here, and I'm going to name it Paralives Game. And then we'll say sheet. Paralives Game Sheet. You can really name it whatever you want. So there we go. We have our game sheet. We're going to open the game back up and then immediately close it. So you're going to want to restart the game. Yep, here's how I restart so we can re-import our assets. Here we go. We're back in the game. We're going to go back to mods. We're going to go to our Paralives game in game mod. Actually, I'm just going to rename it to Paralives game. You can rename, edit your description here. So, play Paralives in Paralives. There we go. Okay. We're going to go to Edit Mod. And then we're going to go up here to Control Panel. Now, this is where you can edit anything and everything in the game, just about. The search bar is very handy, so we're going to type in skins. Click on that. You can also favorite it. And then in skins, you're going to have this long list of things. It's too much. So we're just going to use the search bar. We're going to search for one of the games that's already on the computer. So we'll look up like Dwarf Fortress. And you can see Dwarf Fortress has a screen animation and all these properties. And we're going to make all these same properties for our game. So what we'll start with is we're going to hit New. And at the very bottom, we'll have our new thing. Conveniently, the games are at the bottom, so it actually makes it pretty easy for us. We're going to be consistent with these ones. So we're going to name it screen animation underscore Paralives. And then we're going to use, I'll use Dwarf Fortress as a reference here. It has a skin type screen. So we're going to make our skin type also screen. And then it has many skin properties. So that's what we're going to add right now. We're going to add a texture atlas. And then its reference is going to be that new file we made. So that would be Paralives game sheet. And then we are going to add a column count. So hit new. This will be our column count. And it's 4 columns. Remember, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next up, we're going to add frame size in pixels. Frame size in pixels. Now, this is the X and Y, which was 256 by 144. So just one of these frames. So 256 by 144. Then we're going to add a frame count. There are 8 total frames. And then frame duration. This is how long each frame will be on the screen before it goes to the next frame. Now this is only going to be about a second. I think that is what the other ones are set to. Oh, they're set to 2. We can set it to 2 for consistency. Make these smaller for more room. Alright, and then audio. If you want to add audio, you'd go in here and you would, same way we added these, add your audio. And then the audio you want to play, you would just put an MP3 file in here. And you could select that. However, I'm not going to add audio to the Paralives game in-game. Because it's just going to sound like Paralives, which you're already playing. And I feel like that could overlap in a poor way. Anyways, we also need to add a use computer animation. So, use computer animation. This has 2 tags in it. Use computer animation and use computer playing. So, you know, they're playing a game. There we go. That is all we need for the screen animation part. Now, if we go back to Dwarf Fortress here, it has this GUID and a little search button. If we press this, we can see everywhere this is used. It is used here. It is used to replenish fun. And it is used in an interaction. The interaction is what's going to add the button. So we're going to do the same things. We're going to go to the interaction first. And here we have play Dwarf Fortress and play Outbound and all these. And now we're going to add our own to this section. So we'll go to the top, add a new element, go back down. And this is going to be play Paralives. This little button to the right is our translation. And you want to add what the button says in here. So this will be play Paralives. Okay. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to copy what one of the other ones did. So we'll go to Dwarf Fortress again. This is blue because that's what we searched for here. So, character requirement from Dwarf Fortress is adult model. So we will do adult model here. A lot of modding at the moment, I believe, is just doing what the other things do. So interaction menu icons, none. Q icon is play video games. So we just type in video game. There we go. And then for the action GUID, we're going to do use computer activity. And then this interaction is skinned. And our item skin is going to be our screen animation Paralives we just made. And that is all that Dwarf Fortress did. And that is all we're going to do. So we're done with this part. Now we just need to make sure that it replenishes fun. So we'll go into this area. So once we're in the fun replenishment, we can see that this is how Dwarf Fortress does it. It's a while action use computer Dwarf Fortress. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go over to triggers, hit new element. We're going to make this a while action, and then that action is going to be use computer. And then for item skin, we're going to select our Paralives skin. And that is all that does, so that is all we will do. So I actually missed a step, so we're going to go do that now. We're going to find our way back to skins. And then we're going to make our way all the way to the bottom of this list. And we're going to click on something that isn't ours, like outbound. We're going to hit this search all references button again. We're going to go to its interactions, all interactions. And then we're going to go to this button here, this search all references button. This one will add interactions, interaction groups. And here, this is where we actually add the button to play the game. So we have Among Us, Wyvern Dungeon, Dwarf Fortress, and Outbound. So we're going to add a new element. We're going to copy what Outbound did. So this one is going to be play Paralives. And now we're done. Now you can go back, go to your mods, stop editing it, and load into the game. All right, now if we grab our para and we click on the computer and go to play video game, we have Paralives. So she should walk over there, sit down, and there we go. We're playing Paralives in Paralives. Now, if you want to upload your mod to the Steam Workshop, you're going to need a thumbnail, or at least you should have a thumbnail. I'm just going to quickly make one here. The thumbnails need to be under 1 megabyte, so you want a small size like 500 by 500. And for this one, I'm just going to take a screenshot of her playing, paste it in here, and then make it fit. And then for my Rimworld mod, I added Rimworld right there. So we're going to do the same thing here with Paralives. I'm going to grab a screenshot of the word Paralives there. Add it on top. Just like so. Just in my downloads folder for now. I'm going to name it Paralives Thumbnail. There we go. And if you want to upload your mod, you will go back into your mods folder, go to your mod, click this button to set the thumbnail. So like I said, mine was in downloads, and then I have my Paralives thumbnail.png. Confirm. You should see the picture there now. Hover over it, and then you can just hit this button to upload it. And that's it. You can see it on the workshop page if you press yes. And here it is, Paralives game. Play Paralives in Paralives. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, normal stuff. Thank you for watching. I might make more mod reviews. We will see. Goodbye!